Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Welcome, listeners. We have been going through third chapter, Karma Yoga. Now in this episode, we will cover the slokas, numbers from 21st to 30th sloka. Karma Yoga, third chapter, slokas 21 to 30. In 20th sloka, Lord Krishna has cited the example of Janaka as guidance, advising Arjuna to achieve perfection by action. Now in the 21st sloka, he says, Yadyadacharati sreshtaha tattadevetare janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokastat anuvartate. The elite should ever engage themselves in the discharge of their duty or dharma to the best of their abilities. Anybody who is prominent in society has to establish a standard of conduct and behavior. That subject is discussed by Krishna in the 21st sloka. Yadyat acharati sreshtaha. Whatever a great man does, tattadevetare janaha. It is followed by others. Sayat pramanam kurute. What standard he or she demonstrates by action, lokastat anuvartate, is followed by others. Sayat pramanam kurute. Whatever standard he or she keeps up, other people follow that standard. Here Krishna expresses the social responsibility on the part of leaders to set a good example. Having said this, Sri Krishna is going to narrate his own example in 22nd sloka. Name parthasti kartavyam trishu lokeshu kimchana nanavaptam avaptavyam varta eva cha karmani. O Arjuna, look at me. I have nothing to attain in the three worlds. Name partha asti kartavyam trishu lokeshu kimchana. I have nothing to attain in the three worlds, and yet I am engaging myself in action. We have to understand Sri Krishna's message like this. Sri Krishna had nothing to gain or lose in Mahabharata warfare. Still, the part played by him in it was far more than those of all other charioteers or characters put together. So, he is citing his own example to impress on Arjuna that as a prominent person, as a great warrior, he has to establish a standard by fighting this righteous war. In the 23rd sloka, Yadihaham navarteyam jatu karmanyatindriyaha mama vartmanu vartante manushyah partha sarvasaha. Yadihyaham aham navarteyam. If I do not engage in action relentlessly with great energy, all people follow my path in every aspect. Manushya partha sarvasaha. In every respect they follow me. So if I am lazy, inert, dull, and do not perform my actions actively, rigorously, for the benefit of the humanity, people take it as an example. So I am always active, though I have nothing to gain myself. As Lord, He has nothing to gain nor to lose. Yet He is performing His duty by accepting the role of chariot driver for Arjuna. So that's he's citing his own example. Yadihi aham navarteyam. Aham navarteyam. I. Aham means I. Navarteyam. Do not engage in action. Mama vartmanu vartante. People, mama vartmanu vartante. They follow me. Manushyaha, all other people. O Partha. So, Krishna is conveying the message that Arjuna has to accept his responsibility. Why was he so active? In the 24th sloka, he says, if I remain idle, people will suffer. Utsideyurime loka nakuryam karmachedaham sankarasya cha kartasyam upahanyamimah prajaha. Utsideyu means they would perish. Ime lokaha, these worlds would perish if na kuryam karma chedaham, if I did not do work. So, na kuryam karma chedaham. If I did not do work, the worlds would perish. Sankarasya cha kartasyam, I would be the cause of confusion. Sankarasya means confusion. So, upahanyamimah prajaha, the social disruption will come, and I would be ruining the people. Utside loka, I will be ruining the people. So, to keep the society stable, me as Lord, I am accepting the responsibility and I am doing active work. Even as accepting the petty job of driving your chariot. Take this an example. I have nothing to gain nor to lose through this war. So, Lord Krishna is conveying a profound message here, which is of great relevance to all the leaders in all the fields of action, to be active contributors to the well-being of the society. So they should be the positive contributors to the society and they should work diligently. That's the message conveyed in this 24th sloka. In the next two verses, Sri Krishna says that there are two types of people, the enlightened and the unenlightened people. Means the ignorant people and the wise people. He is giving that clarification here and the classification of the attitudes of the people. Saktah karmanya vidvamso yatha kurvanti bharata kuryad vidvams tatha saktaha chikurshur loka sangraham. Avidvamsaha means unenlightened people. Vidvamsa means enlightened. Avidvamsaha sakta. Sakta means attached. Unenlightened people are attached to their works for their self-satisfaction. Means they are selfish people. They are avidvamsaha. Attachment to oneself, one's pleasures and comforts, that is avidvamsaha. Unenlightened people do work for their own pleasure, for their own self, and for their own comforts. Yatha kurvanti bharata. Bharata means here he is addressing Arjuna as Bharata because he belongs to the Bharata clan. Yatha kurvanti, as the unenlightened perform work, kuryad vidwan. Similarly, the enlightened person also works. So work is common for both of them, but their motivation is different. Here, Chikurshur Lokasangraham. These people, these enlightened people, they work with the motivation of bringing happiness and welfare to the whole world. This is another wonderful idea. During COVID pandemic, India supplied vaccine to many needy countries. That is Lokasangraham. India is not an affluent country, but at Lokasangraham, because we have understood the spirit of this dharma expounded in Bhagavad Gita, we could supply to many countries, even advanced countries also had the supplies of COVID vaccine from India. World Health Organization acknowledged it. So, Saktah karmanya vidvamso yatha kurvanti bharata kuryad vidvams tatha saktaha chikurshur lokasangraham. An ideal leader should always work hard, diligently for bringing happiness to the world, peace, harmony, happiness to the world. In the 26th sloka, a caution is given to the enlightened man. Na buddhi bhedam janayet ajnanam karma sanginam. Let not the wise man unsettle the mind of ignorant people attached to karma. Joshayet sarva karmani vidvan yukta samacharan. The wise man, by acting constantly and precisely with a spirit of dedication, or you can say in yoga spirit, thereby he should bring the change in the attitude of the people around him. So that's a caution is being given, because don't disturb the other people. They give him by, try to compel them to fall into your path. Instead, through your actions, you motivate them. Means he is saying again, set an example for others. As he has given in the 24th sloka and 23rd sloka, the same thing is being conveyed by Lord Krishna. Don't unsettle the mind of ignorant people. They are fully attached to karma for their selfishness. But through your actions, you transform their attitude. If there are ignorant people around you, you should not disturb their minds. Don't make them confused. Sankarasya cha. Care should be taken that no confusion is created in the minds of the ignorant. That is a categorical statement is given by Lord Krishna. There may be people, ignorant people around you who work for their own self-gain. Don't preach them anything. Through your actions, you try to bring them a transformation. They are attached to to their self-gain. What is the cause of attachment is being given in 28th sloka. Prakruteh kriyamanani gunaih karmani sarvasah ahamkara vimudhatma kartaham iti manyate. Karta aham iti manyate. They fall in delusion because they always think I am the doer. Aham iti manyate. Karta. I am the doer. This idea is emanating from the inner Prakriti. Prakriti is nothing but the combination of the gunas. Prakrute kriyamanani. The gunas of Prakriti perform actions. The human being with the mind deluded by egoism thinks I am the doer. That egoism should not be there. Kartaham iti manyate. I am the doer. That how to come out of that trap? I am the doer. That is being explained further in 29th and 30th slokas. Here I want to mention there is one great civil servant, senior IAS officer, who served as executive officer of Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanams. He has authored one book by name Naham Karta. Instead of Kartaham iti manyate, he felt he has discharged his duties as Naham Karta. I am not the doer. I am a tool in the hands of the God, and because of the gunas, I have done these acts. Naham Karta. But selfish people, egoistic people, they think I am the doer, I am doing. It is not you that you are doing, that is your nature. The nature consisting of the gunas. So, sattva guna, soft speaking, harmonious relationship with others, all these come out of sattva guna. Rajoguna, always haughty, angry, hasty decisions, that is rajoguna. Tamoguna is always dull, inert, full of ignorance. So, in every human being, these qualities are there. Now, Bhagavad Gita gives a broad message that you have to analyze your inner self, and there should be a transition of your inner personality from tamoguna to rajoguna and from rajoguna to sattvaguna. So it is gunas that are working. So the root cause of human behavior is because of the traits, innate traits, and how to reform yourself. So that is being discussed by Lord Krishna, and he is giving a great message to all the humanity. Tattvavittu mahabaho gunakarma vibhagayoh guna guneshu vartamta iti matva na sajjate. Tattvavit. Vit means knower. Tattvavit. Tat means knowledge. Means the knower of the truth. The knower of the truth. Gunakarma vibhagayoho. The qualities in the shape of the gunas. O mighty armed Arjuna, who possesses this true knowledge into the nature of gunas and karma, knows that sense organs merely rest on the sense objects and hence does not become entangled. The wise person who realizes this truth does not get entangled. The fact is, Atman, which is consciousness, remains unaffected by sensations. Please understand that. It is only gunas are acting, but the consciousness remains unaffected by these actions. So, a philosophical statement which will be further explained in the ensuing slokas. In the 29th sloka, what is the attitude of the enlightened towards the ignorant is explained. Prakriter guna sammudhaha sajjamte gunakarmasu nana krutsna vido mamdam krutsna vinna vichalayet. Krutsna vinna vichalayet. What does it mean? Man of perfect knowledge, vichalayet, should not unsettle the understanding of the people of dull wit and imperfect knowledge. Krishna says, Prakriter guna sammudaha, persons deluded by the gunas of nature are attached to the functions of the gunas. Whereas the man of perfect knowledge should not unsettle the understanding of the people of dull wit. But the way of spiritual aspirant should be. In the 30th sloka is explained. Mayi sarvani karmani samyasyadhyatma chetasa nirasir nirmamo bhutva yudhyasya vigatajvaraha. Mayi sarvani karmani, surrendering or dedicating all actions to me, mayi, me. Sarvani karmani samnyasa. Sannyasa means surrendering. Surrendering all actions to me. Adhyatma chetasa, focusing on the inner self. What is the inner self? That is the indwelling spirit. That is Lord Himself. It says, Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishto. The inner consciousness is me. Bhagavad Gita repeatedly says that. So, thoughts focused on the indwelling Lord, getting rid of selfishness and mental fever, vigata jvaraha, free from mental fever, yudhyasva, engage yourself in the battle. Here, engage yourself in the battle. When he says to Arjuna, it's not only the external battle, but also internal battle. Internal battle means our own weaknesses. We have to win over these internal enemies also. What are the internal enemies? Raga, dvesha, enviousness, greediness, possessiveness, hatred, intolerance. These are all inner enemies. Yugata jvaraha, vigata jvaraha, yudhvasva. Free from mental fever, you fight on. Externally, you fight this Kurukshetra battle, external meaning. Internally, you fight with your own evil qualities. Once inner self is communion with the Lord, there will be natural peace and effortless joy. That's why always, in Indian philosophical scriptures, always that connecting to the inner self, that yoga, that connecting to the inner self is nothing but yoga, yunjan, connecting. When you connect to your inner self, mind is pacified, mind becomes calm, no mental turmoil. Because there is no expectation, as the action itself is surrendered to the Lord. There's a profound message being conveyed. We as human beings, fields of action, we encounter so many problems in discharge of our duties. So if you do with this attitude, there will be equilibrium, equipoise in the mind, and you will take correct decisions. Mayi sarvani karmani. samyasyadhyatmachetasa yudhyasya nirasir nirmamo bhutva. This is important. Nirasi, getting rid of selfishness. Nirmamo, egoism. This should not be there. Selfishness must not be there, and there should not be egoism. If you discount those and offer the fruits of action to your inner self, that is the Lord within you, then you will be successful. Vigata jvaraha, free from mental fever. So, this is the 30th sloka. So far, we have covered the 10 slokas from sloka number 21 to 30 of Karma Yoga. Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. In the next episode, we will take up another batch of 10 slokas from 31st to 40th sloka. Please offer your comments, ask your friends to subscribe to the channel, because Gita being explained in simple words in an understandable manner for a beginners, this is a glimpse of Gita is being shared through this series of lectures. Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu.